Well, hello everyone. Welcome on in. Today we have a lot to talk about, don't we? Howdy, Tibbs. I know you're a bit disappointed that you won't be able to participate in the game jam because, yeah, the team for the game-like game jam kind of sucks because it's Minecraft and it's hard to make a Minecraft-like. Like, even 2D, that would be complicated as hell. Even if it's 1 month long. Uh, did something happen with ElevenLabs? Oh crap! Something broke. Yippee! Something broke. Let me go see ElevenLabs. Is it because I ended the subscription? Do I need to do a live fix on Tulip and Daisy? This freaking thing is using the free version. Yeah. Wait. Tip, stop. It's broken. It's broken. The integration is broken right now. Give me a second. I'm trying to see. Where did I do that? Text to speech? Yeah, here. 6 days ago, that was the last time. For some reason, it's not working. I might need to take them offline and I might have to do some patching on it or... Dear God, I don't believe I'm gonna say this, but I might have to... I might have to put the beta of V2 of the Night and Dawn server online. Because, yeah, they're stuck now. Does OpenRouter have the... Should have. The activity seems fine. Rokunana. But yeah. I guess no game dev today. I might need to fix this immediately. Yikes. Okay, give me a second. You two are going offline before you start generating more logs. I'm gonna go to Night and Dawn. Don't save, please, because I didn't do any changes. So what you might have is not what you should be doing. Okay, let me just close all of this. Today is the 2nd of July. Down here. This is a Twitch, that's fine. Unknown reward ID, okay. Main thread action failed. That's Twitch. Ugh. I didn't want to brute force into V2 already. The AC keeps giving me headaches, I might be allergic. Oh yeah, that might be a possibility, yeah. Did ElevenLabs controller fire off? Yeah. Microsoft created code must be larger than 0. Rokunana. Yeah. ElevenLabs controller is broken. Something failed. Let me open Night and Dawn. My stream might crash a bit. Let me disable the rewards for both of them. Might actually be allergic to the AC. Something in the AC, maybe. I've heard of cases like that. Something similar. Okay, talk to Daisy and talk to Tulip is offline. This is gonna be complicated. Tulip and Daisy are currently offline. Do not waste points. Okay, just putting a message in the YouTube chat as well. This is gonna be complicated as hell. I'm going to sleep. Okay, don't worry, Tips. Go to sleep. Take a good night's rest. See if that headache kind of passes. Let me see. In here I have to open up Night and Dawn. This is gonna be complicated. I think it's because I basically called off the subscription for ElevenLabs, and something in the configuration might not be working. Maybe V3 doesn't work. Having a headache is my default state at this point. Yikes. Yeah, I can see that. That's not a good experience, not gonna lie. Let me see something. I know I did changes in the ElevenLabs thing. But that specific change is related to the new server, which is this send playback complete, which uses the WebSocket client, receive loop. Like, everything is way too experimental with the server for me to even question it. The whole songs thing I ended up not using. What the heck does that mean? Okay, well, let me see if I can find the exact place where the whole ElevenLabs thing is breaking and see if I can redirect. What, did Brian not say it correctly? The TTS voice? Generate TTS here. Twin controller, extract emotion, start with else here. Okay, let me try through here and see what happens. I'm gonna attach to Unity and I'm just gonna do some things. Seriously, what does that mean? Is good night, easy sleep, 7 fleas on 1 leg. That's oddly specific, but I'll approve. Fair enough. Let me see. So I'm gonna play, and I have a way to instantly call both of them. So let's see. What was the exception that you got? I don't see anything. Discord. Okay, Discord is least of my worries right now. I'm gonna go here. There should be... Was it in Twin controller or was it in LM? It was in here. Yeah, prompt. Here. Was it this one? No, was this one. This one was from when I was trying to recreate the API. It's still a bit finicky. Let me see. Test. Send to Tulip. Tulip will generate the TTS. Okay, you're gonna go until here. Full segment. Gonna request the data. You're gonna send the data. And you're gonna crash. Okay, so we have an issue with that. I might code a fallback that's gonna use the other one. Let me see, I'm gonna do this. Oh, this is gonna be complicated. Okay. Gonna have it return some sort of data, so byte data. Okay. All of this. Extract method, ElevenLabs. Generate in apps. If not flow control, what's flow control? Okay, I don't remember much of what I coded. What the heck? When I asked you to extract a method, I didn't mean like that. Oh, because of the continue. That's why. Okay, you're gonna be a bit more complicated than I think. Okay, now I get it. Extract method. Generate in ElevenLabs. Okay. What's your issue? The body of string cannot be iterative block because it's not an iterator. What now? Why do you return it like that? You can just return it as... Did I not put the byte data as well? I didn't. Okay. Correction. All of this. Generate in ElevenLabs. Okay, you. You are a tuple of type bool and byte array. That way I can just return the two of them. Return false null. I think I can just do it. This new tuple bool byte false null. And here cannot return a value from an iterator. What do you mean an iterator? Oh, because of the yield. Huh. Very interesting indeed. Now you make it complicated for me. I can just say you are async. And now you should just do an await. Because this is an async operation and it can be awaited. Let me see. False null. And in here it's true voice data. Okay, what's your issue now? The return type of async. Okay, you need to be a task tuple, whatever. Hey, Brion Moses. Sorry if I butchered your name. Okay, using threading tasks. And now I'm gonna use another one. That's gonna be generate in Kokoro. The only issue is I don't have the voices for Kokoro yet implemented here. I can go look at it in, I think it's this one. Should be this one. Isn't on API? Yeah, this is the API itself. Trying to remember where I configured stuff. Here, Kokoro service, and in the main.py, you have Tulip is AF Jessica, and okay, I can just call this API. I'm gonna guess. You will be available on 8586. Okay. And your... Give me a second. I'm trying to remember all the endpoints because someone didn't use the endpoints. Okay. You do synthesize. That does all of this and returns an audio URL. I can grab that, download it, and that should be it. Duration, character, emotion. Okay. This should work. Supposedly. I am not sure. Chances are it's gonna work. Chances are it's not gonna work. Depends on how lucky I am. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go into TTS. What the? Sure to God I didn't press anything, so that was weird. Docker dash compose up dash D. Able to get... Oh, Docker is offline, that's why. Docker. This is gonna be complicated. I just hope that the RAM doesn't explode or something, because I might overload it a bit, especially now with Docker. Is still debugging? Yeah, because Kokoro is... not Kokoro, ElevenLabs is a bit broken right now. I'm trying to see how I can fix it and do a fallback in between the attempt. So I'm booting up Kokoro and I'm gonna test. I'm gonna guess this didn't boot up the main.py. I mean, it should. 3.sh. Okay, so you are on port. God's sake, going in a bit blind here. Okay, 8585, supposedly. I need to complete the Wordle before Lux gets a chance. Good luck. Let me see. Postman? Okay, I have Postman. Great. For once I remember to install Postman. Continuing without an account for now. Open a lightweight API client. I just need something to test real quick. Localhost. Synthesize. Okay, you should be fine. Did my badge change from a sword to a hammer? It's always been since you've became a head mod. Yada yada. Entry point.sh. Yeah, you should be on 8001. Kokoro should also be available. Or, oh no, you are the TTS that basically embeds Kokoro. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I mean, in the last 3 messages. No, you've always been a hammer. Yeah, you've always been a hammer. At least in my chat, you seem like it. Let me see. So synthesize, how is the body done? Okay, let's put JSON. Show me the TTS request. Okay, text, character, and emotion. So text equals test, character, Tulip, emotion, neutral for now. Okay, just, oh, because it's a post. Oh, ain't that a quinky dink? Oh, 8586. That was my bad. Okay, now it's generating. So what went wrong? I'm trying to figure out. Right now, what I'm doing is the stopgap feature, where I basically created an... I was working on the second version of the Night and Dawn API, which is what hosts Tulip and Daisy. and I had already done work for the TTS, so I'm gonna embed it as a sort of backup because yeah, I don't know if ElevenLabs will continue to work since I no longer have the subscription up. And with that, I need a backup just in case, because I'm gonna continue hammering at it, and preferably I'd like to keep the twins up. So we have this, which, if I'm not mistaken now, if I were to do this, 80, 85, was that it? 80, 85. If I grab this, okay, it doesn't work like that. Of course it doesn't. This makes it a bit more complicated for me to go get. Yeah, still no clue. I don't know. Pretty sure I can access the files. Let me see, synthesize, and you don't have a way for me to grab the voice, and not the voice, the sound. Crap. I don't have the time to do that. Do you have the bytes somewhere in here? Audio array. Sample rate. This seems like the bytes, if I'm not mistaken. What do you write in the... Okay, synthesize blocking. You have the chunks, you have the audio, and you write this. And then you return the audio. So the audio is the bytes. I can put in the TTS response and see if it works? Question mark. Let me see, audio array. It's an any array. Okay. Audio data. Operational bytes. Optional bytes. Can that work? If I put it in here and say it's equal to audio array, do you accept like that? So far it seems to accept. What's the audio here? ND array any. Okay, docker dash compose down. Docker compose build. World complete, nice. Docker compose up dash D. Okay, so now if I do this request again, do you return for me the byte data? You don't. You have an internal server error because I done goofed something. Okay. TTS response. Audio data input should be a valid byte. Input typed ND array. Okay. If I return the ND array itself instead, do you accept? ND array? Was that how you wrote it? Okay. Let's do all of this again. Let me do a command like this. Compose build pipe docker compose fd. This is a bit faster. Okay. Now if I do this. Did it not work? Oops, not that. This one. Oh, you have an error. Why do you have an error? Is it because I didn't put in the main, self-main, invoke, callback, import lib? It might be because I didn't put it in the requirements.txt and it's basically not finding. Where is it? There it is. No ND arrays there. Okay, let's go back in here. And when I'm returning the audio array, can I do it 2 bytes? Will you accept like that? Okay, it's building. Hey Melody, Tulip and Daisy couldn't make it today. Tulip and Daisy are on the Fritz because ElevenLabs doesn't want to collaborate with me today. So yeah, they could think, they couldn't speak. So yeah, that was amazing, to say the least. Okay, it's sending a request, internal server error. Okay, this is getting complicated. I'm gonna stop this part. Oh, aside from that, how are you doing today? I'm doing well. Trying to debug all of this. Because, yeah, this is a mess. Let me just do something. When you do this, I'm gonna put that inside a try catch. Exception EX. Debug. Log error. Error generating ElevenLabs. EX.message. Return new. Just return this one. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, for now I think I'm just gonna throw that and EU. var full control var voice data. Cannot infer the type of implicitly typed variable voice data. Okay, why are you complaining then? Oh, because you need to be in a wait. You return. It's getting a bit annoying to deal with. So, let's see. Where I enumerator. I want to yield for the return. Code will always find ways to complain. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Yield return await. Something like that. Unity C# await in I enumerator. I think await inside a coroutine. Yield return. Okay, but in this case, oh, as coroutine. But in that case, I can't do this. I need to create a var task equals new equals task dot run. All of this. This is async. And you basically do return. Same for you. Okay. Apologies. Task.13 as 13. Didn't I create a method extension for this? I remember creating a method extension for something like this. I don't remember if it was here or if it was somewhere else. But I do remember coding a ask routine. Wait, I'm definitely going insane, apparently. Okay, I could just say You'll return, you will wait till task is complete and go ahead to the next part. Okay, that should do the trick. While I try to figure out... It's a wonder that Tulip and Daisy have been as cooperative, Metal Pipes notwithstanding, as they have. Yeah, am I right? Um, let's see. Should not be booting up. Okay. Test. Are you going to throw an error? Okay, they have data. Why can't I hear it? Oh, it's muted. Did I accidentally fix it? Somehow? Okay, cannot be played. Failed to create marker, no. Anything related to ElevenLabs, please. Okay, 502. This one. You're gonna try. If you can't, you just, yeah. Try this. No, I had the Unity muted for some reason. I don't remember why. Have I coded anything in Unity? Oh, System Invaders. That's what. Now I remember. That's why Unity is muted. It's because I was playing System Invaders and I had to mute it because it was getting annoying. So yeah, failed to play voice file. X.message. And yeah, you don't need to return, you just process to wait for audio end. So it does seem it's a bit finicky with how it's working. Am I being rate limited or so? No, but it didn't reach here. That's a weird part. It's not reaching the API for ElevenLabs when it should. Okay, this is getting real crazy. I can try to find ways to basically do this, but not gonna be easy. Okay, test. Oh, that explains. The sounds work. Okay, it's really something with connecting to ElevenLabs. ElevenLabs hates me, apparently. Okay, where be thou? ElevenLabs. Generating Kokoro, generating ElevenLabs. You. Play. I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna be honest. Just another reason for me to not depend on these services. Oops, I sent it twice. Oh, and preferably attached to Unity. Would be good, wouldn't it? Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Just a normal Thursday in the lab. Okay. Send to Tulip. Okay. Generate TTS. You enter here. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Can you not go in here? Okay, gonna put that there. You entered here. Right. Okay. Oh, because the... Is it something with the web requests that I'm not getting? Did I change the code for some reason and broke it? Okay, all of this goes inside of this. You as well. Okay. Attach to Unity. Gonna go back in here. Did you check and see if ElevenLabs was done? It isn't. Look at this. If I just go in here and say test. Yeah, it works. That's a crazy thing. Is this a custom cap? No, this is Patrick. Let me see. Attempt number something. I lost count. Okay. Test. Send to Tulip. Okay. F5, F5. Go down all of this. Okay, you've entered the try. And you've got an exception. Create can also be called from the main thread. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, must have been something that I did. And I screwed it up. What is your favorite instrument? Guitar. I'd say guitar. Yeah. Even though I never played one, I'd say. Crazy, I was crazy. Once they locked me in a room full of rats. I don't know what's going on here. All of this will need to be done inside of a main thread dispatcher. So, this is gonna be complicated. Why is generate TTS not being called in a main thread dispatcher though? Why you in specific? Okay, let me see, main thread dispatcher, EU, in queue. Yeah, but then you don't have a way to actually... Is mayonnaise an instrument? Ah, I forgot about that. Give me a discount. I'm trying to debug Tulip and Daisy right now. They're not easy. It has to be a way for me to do a callback of sorts. Oh, actually no. This is complicated. Because main thread dispatcher doesn't allow me to do this. Unless I put all of the code inside of main thread dispatcher. What can I do instead of main thread dispatcher? In queue. So I have in queue, I have instantiate. I have print. The thing is, when I in queue, it's a void because it needs to await for the task to be done. In this case, it's a task that I don't want. I can try to do something really crazy right now, but it might work. Okay. All of you, instead of this, and let's say var task done. Hey Marta, welcome on in. If it's false, here it's task done equals true. Same for this. For this, will this work? while not task done, yield return null. If this works, it's gonna be dumb as heck. But at this point, I'm crazy. So yeah. How's life? Complicated. Especially with Tulip and Daisy not helping it. Why today of all days? Oh, hey Angel, welcome on in. Let's see. Test. Okay, create can only be called from main thread. You certainly are getting annoying. So, this supposedly runs on the main thread. Oh, actually no, because it's a task run. You. Alright, give me a second. Alice, can I work for a bit? Golly. It's been an hour and I've done nothing. Do them all. I've already done them. Ooh, that really sucks, Angel. I've had one of those, and yeah, it's painful as heck. Last time I had to... Actually, last time I didn't get the tooth removed. It was basically recreated, per se, because it broke. At this point, I have to like it, don't I, Edith? Okay. You. Unity. Okay, post URL JSON. Then why do you have to send web request? Oh, because of... Okay, now I get it. Okay. Main thread dispatcher.enqueue. You. And you are going to be in Unity web request. So, gonna move it like that, and use of unassigned local variable. Yeah, I know. While web request equal null. Yes, I know. Expression, not that. To this parameter. Huh. Here's some more. You can't spam it that much. Nice try. Was null. Okay, that works. You're gonna await, or just say debug.log. Waiting for it for web request to be created. I have a bad feeling about this. Wait tasks dot delay. 1 second. Oh, milliseconds. 60? No, milliseconds. So 1000. So every second it basically goes through here. I very much prefer it wouldn't go like that, but let's see. I have a feeling this might work. Otherwise, I'm crazy. Okay, test. Send to Tulip. I don't know why now all of a sudden it decided to break. Huh. So you didn't await. Yeah, you're still inside of this. Why are you not? Okay, in case of generate TTS, you're gonna go through here, F10, F5, F10, F10. Web request is null. You've created a web request. And now you should have hit here. Why? Why are you not waiting? You should not be doing the task done. Let me put breakpoints in here, and in here. Yeah, task done should be false. Is your head different, by the way? It isn't, I think. No, it's the same. You're seeing things. Okay, let's try this again. Begin web requests can only be called from main thread. Is that so? You don't say. So, your main issue now is with this one. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So, this one should be inside of this. While web request dot equal null or web request dot result equal to in progress. Waiting for web request. Okay, let's try it like this. I hope this works. How did everything begin according to atheists? Dinosaurs? Big Bang? Things like those? I don't know. Give me a second. Okay. I think this has everything to work this time. Hopefully. And hopefully I don't have to put on the beta version of the new API before I have everything ready. Please, Tulip, talk. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. Your result is... Okay, why can't I... Oh, it's in progress, okay. So once we get... Okay, not full control. Something did happen this time. Get result. Okay, everything you do requires you to be called from there, okay. Where did they come from? I don't know. Let me see. Try it in ElevenLabs again. So all of this is gonna need a... It's gonna need something. Okay. You... Light voice data, like this. You into here. Gonna be return. gonna be equal to null if I can. Yeah. Okay. Actually, bool control equals false. Control equals true. Pass in here the control variable, or the result, whatever you want to call it. At this point, I don't even care. Just want to see it working. This works. I'm gonna do a deploy for it. Okay. Go. Go, 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 go. Okay, I'm gonna go with full confidence and not even put breakpoints. Tell me it works. Frick. Okay, what did I issue now? Did you hit something in here? Okay, touch Unity. My code works perfectly, doesn't it? Okay. Test. TTS, yes, yes, yes. Oh, because I'm not waiting for that. That explains a lot. Okay, and all of you, you can actually go back to how you were. Because, yeah. This isn't required. While task not is... Okay, what now? Why can't you... Task dot is completed. Okay. Generating ElevenLabs, you all done. It's false. While not done. You're gonna do a write task dot delay 1000 debug dot log waiting for ElevenLabs. Okay, then equals true. Then equals true. Okay, now it should be working. Emphasis on should. Because this is getting annoying in a sec. Test. Okay, let me take out some breakpoints, because I'm sure some of these parts work. Okay, you. Okay, it errored out. Now I have something. Payment required. Oh, go shove it up here. Yep, ElevenLabs is going bye-bye. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. We're gonna go with Kokoro. They are gonna sound very different. I'll just say that right now. And I still need to do a lot of things here, so as a reminder, this is very early stages of an API for them. Oh, for God's sake, the freaking ahoge again. Okay, that's done. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, it's building the lab. Ignore everything. This is still very early. It just has already a lot of components. But yeah, it's very early and they won't have the same memories. So everything is going to have to be built from the ground up again. I mean, it's going to be a mixture right now because I'm just going to use the synthesizer if I can. Let me remember how this works. API is on 8888. And that should be the one that I need to use. Okay. Localhost 8888 dashboard. Okay, this was done with COD just so I could have a dashboard. I don't think this is what I want to use. Oh, for God's sake. Let me go check the code. Give me a second. I'm pretty sure I have a way to, from the API, call the TTS. In text, synthesize. Kokoro URL, synthesize audio path, data get audio URL. If not audio URL, audio path. What do you do with the audio path itself? Synthesize long. Trying to remember this freaking thing. Main. Character's name respond. This for jobs, this for ingest. Q and Q run pipeline ace sync. Publish event on your URL. For God's sake. This is quite a mess that I've created, not gonna lie. I think I prefer to call Kokoro directly at 8586, like we were doing. The question is, how can I get this is the exact path? Oh! I don't know how this is gonna work. I think because it didn't have that much, how should I say it? Then it wasn't long enough, it kind of failed a bit. Let me see. Scope changes. Okay, that's, yeah, that works. Okay, so for starters, let me go into ElevenLabs controller. And right now, I'm gonna do the same thing, but for Kokoro, and hope it works. Wimp sync, your API key, whatever. What parameters is playing? Okay. Oh, it's header. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, header. Kokoro. Export private. String URL. This HTTPS or HTTP in this case. Oh, it's not export. Serialize fields. Getting way too used to Godot apparently. And the other thing I need to do. Okay, It's basically just this. Yeah, you just need this, and then you just fill with this. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, Kokoro URL. I'm gonna go with generate in Kokoro, and I'm gonna say you Kokoro URL synthesize, and I'm gonna grab all of this code regarding the Unity web request. Okay. Error generating in Kokoro. Failed to generate TTS. Hey Jaden, welcome on in. Request data. Okay, you are gonna be in new. For now, I'm just gonna hard code it like this, and I'm gonna copy over. Okay, so text equals the segment string voice ID. Actually, you're gonna have a character per se, because that's the thing you also use here. Character equals character, and emotion equals emotion. Okay, so right now, if I go back to where I'm doing this, generate in ElevenLabs. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, buddy. I'm gonna do this. Generate in Kokoro. Okay, supposedly the code should be good like this, but from here should be 2 lower, just in case. And I'm gonna test it out. Generate in Kokoro. I'm gonna go through here, and I'm also gonna put requests here. Result, etc. Download handler, data. Actually, that's not gonna be like that right now. I'm gonna say var response equals web request dot result. But you have a string or something dot the short string serialize. How do I get Unity web request get response body? Get with response body. Yeah, in this case you're a post, but same crap. Some GET requests are not intended to have a body, although it does not break the specification since any HTTP. Do I need to do a different client? Because I have that option. JSON text. Send web request, yes. Download handler.text. Okay, so download handler. Those reference with which managed the body data received. Okay. And then you have a data, which is a byte array. That's not what I want, actually. Oh, you're gonna be complicated. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna do a web request. I'm gonna do, what's it called? Let me just take that out. That was bothering me. What's it called? I know there's a specific client that I use. HTTP client, I think. Let me see. Var synthesize client equals new HTTP client. Yeah, dot. Okay, for the URL. There. Do you need it to be a URI? URI, URL. No, actually you don't. So what be your issue? HTTP message handler. Will dispose dot post. Okay, should be something like that. Okay, new HTTP client. You don't need the API keys. Actually, it can just be a client, and in here you do client.post async. So it's URL, and don't you have another one? Wait modifier can only be used within the async. Okay, client.post. This is awfully annoying, isn't it? Actually, I no longer need this. Yeah, I no longer need this. So we're gonna do this, post async, wait, var synthesize request. In here you take an URL and you take supposedly a content, new HTTP content. Okay, C#, HTTP client, post JSON body, posting JSON object with HTTP client, string content. Okay, I need to do this. Var content equals this. You already have the JSON. And in here we get this. Okay. If synthesize request dot success status code, if not, you're gonna say debug. Did I copy? No. Debug.log error failed to synthesize, and then your synthesize. Wait a second. Synthesize request dot response reason phrase, I think. Okay. Yada yada yada. Actually, this is a request. Yeah, the response, I mean. Okay. Okay, else you're gonna do var result equals synthesize response dot result. No. Showing version request message status code headers content dot read a string async, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna do an await. Okay. If wait a minute. Here return new tuple false null. We have the result. I'm gonna have to create a class specifically for this. Objects, you're gonna be a synthesize response, and we put this to the side. Let's say public for now. Let's string the audio URL. Get set public string duration or public double duration sec. Get set public string character. Get set public string motion. Get set. And audio data for now we don't need, since I haven't figured out how to send it. Okay, so hypothetically now we convert this result JSON var result equals JSON convert deserialized object as synthesized response result.json, and in here now var audio URL equals Kokoro URL slash, wait, let me see, you don't need the second slash, just need result dot audio URL, and now just need client or var audio response equals await client dot get async or get byte array async should work. Okay, and I'd say that's your voice data. Okay, return the true and voice data, and you're done. Ugh. I think I've done it. I'm not sure. Only testing it will I know. But at least for now, it shouldn't complain about the whole main thread dispatcher thing, since it's not using the Unity part. It's using something I've basically created. Okay, so far so good. You get a synthesized response, I suppose. Okay, you didn't. Okay. Why are you not? Why do you keep spamming it? You shouldn't. I might have done something carelessly. TTS segment returned with channels 1. ElevenLabs controllers 155. 155. Okay. or this data equals null. Let me see. Task run async. You are an I enumerator. Try this. Catch exception X. Log exception X. Shouldn't be happening, but you never know. Okay, now the issue is somewhere in here. Let me put like points in here and in here. And I mean, it has everything to work. I don't know why it doesn't. That's a weird thing. Okay, test. Okay, generating Kokoro. F10, F10. Yeah, just leave the client post async. And then you go to the next one. But you didn't log anything. That's the weird point. Failed to create marker. Oh, segment return with channels 1, frequency 2400. Is something not implemented. Okay, that's a different issue. Okay, channels. So you did get the voice data. Your model seems EP. And it's because I'm a bit far away from the tracker. Give me a second, I'll adjust it a bit. Okay. I think it's because the tracker is not detecting me correctly. If I do this, it should have done something different. And overall, I'm a bit tired because of this. Trying to understand what's wrong with this. Because since this is a task, it's not running correctly. Yeah, this gets interrupted for some godforsaken reason. Okay, see you soon, Edis. Sleep well. Trying to understand this. So let's go back to generating Kokoro. And I'm gonna say debug.log audio link and then audio URL. Debug.log this data size this data dot ends. Yeah. Good night, Professor. Please hit me with metal pipe to sleep easier. Coming right up. Let me just open this. Where is the metal pipe? There you go. Let me see. I'm really questioning why this doesn't work. Test. Okay. Oh. Okay. It didn't stop for anything. I'm gonna stop you. And I'm gonna go in here. Search for ElevenLabs. Okay, you have something. You just don't have it in the correct frequency. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Don't I have something that does the whole thing? Wait for audio and... Okay, let me just grab first the notepad. You need a frequency of 22050. Something not implemented in this example. Frequency is 2400. If I don't know, if I basically tell it to ignore that part, what happens? Because now I actually know this works. And it's getting the actual data from the wave file. So, it should be doing something, supposedly. Question mark. Yeah, Kokoro is really fast on my local PC, from what I'm seeing, which is good. Hopefully the server will be able to handle it then. Okay, please tell me it works. Okay. Hey, Rollin, welcome on in. This is not good news. It doesn't work. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's something. Finally something. Okay, now we have a different problem with how this works. Where do you call the audio source here? No, this is the alerts one. Where is the text speech? Is it this one? Okay, you. Let me see. All of the SFX. Wait, not the SFX. The... Where is the soundboard? Here it is. You. PCM, preserve sample rate. What's your exact sample rate? By Sonic, etc. I can't exactly know. Properties. Okay, 22050 hertz. Yeah, they're all in 22050. That's not good. For once, I'm gonna have to resort to asking Claude, because I'm on a loss here. Okay, you move to the side. Thank you very much. Okay, in Unity C#, how can I resample an audio that I have in byte array from 24 2400, no, 24,000 to 22,050. Assuming your battery is raw 16-bit BCM mono audio, the usual output from Kokoro, it really knows it was from Kokoro. That's amazing. Resample, audio resampler. Okay, you've built me a class for me to use. Okay. Format assumption. This assumes mono 16-bit signed PCM little endian. Kokoro's typical raw output. If yours is stereo, you need to resample each channel. It's mono, so it's fine. Linear interpolation is fine for a small ratio like this. You want to get audible artifacts for speech if you ever need to go further. Yada yada. Unity playback. If you're feeding this into an audio cube, remember audio cube set data once float in the range. Okay, so you've built me an audio resampler that I can use. You're gonna be in I actually don't have a specific folder for it, so it's gonna be in the main one. Oh, for God's sake. What did I press? Okay, close that out. New item. Audio resampler. Okay. And now from ElevenLabs on this code, you should be able to say, so just gonna grab this, and here it's gonna be voice data, and your TTS PCM is gonna be from resampled. Okay, kind of don't need that. It's gonna assign like that, and that should be a noticeable improvement towards this. Hopefully now I can do some shenanigans with this. Okay, let's play that. Okay, LLM. Test, send to Tulip. How's the voice now? Okay, it's taking a bit, because Kokoro can be a bit slow sometimes. Better than nothing, honestly. Better. Okay, now it didn't work. That's very interesting. What are the errors? Okay. Nothing related to this. I'd say for now, I'm just gonna say screw it. And we are not gonna do this. It's gonna sound weird, but it's the best I can do right now. While I'm still working out the kinks here and there. Because, yeah, it's not perfect. Okay, build profiles. Build. You're gonna build to this folder. And I'm gonna go into local disk, applications, night and dawn. I'm gonna create a zip file. Cancel. Don't use that one. Use 7-zip add to archive. Use a zip. And done. A Kokoro. Just as a sort of a backup. Okay. What about you? Okay, finished building. Great. Just what the doctor ordered. Go ahead. Okay, now it's go time. I'm gonna re-enable the talk to Tulip and talk to Daisy. And if that works, I'm just gonna end stream for today because I'm freaking tired. Because I didn't expect to have to repair Tulip and Daisy out of nowhere. Okay, let's open up the twins. Here it is. Also, Portugal plays in like an hour, so I'd like to get ready for it. Okay, let me go through the redeeming chat. Hey Daisy, say hi to chat. Okay, that's done. Will this work? She's thinking. So that's a good sign. Okay, could be worse. Tulip might reply. For now, this is the best I can get before everything starts going to crap. That's the best I can get, and I'll take it. Holy. Let me configure something. Was it this one? This one. Here. Where's 5line? Here it is. So close. I see you two are in a bickering mood today, huh? Give it a second. Okay, there's Tulip. Okay, fair enough. Okay, they are alive, that's what matters. They sound weird, but it's while I fine-tune everything. Because, yeah, Kokoro still needs a lot of fine-tuning. As I said, this is an experimental API. I don't have everything set to go, so yeah. Could be worse, could be better. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end for today. I'm feeling very tired after all of this. We got Tulip and Daisy fixed. Hopefully tomorrow we have more with them. Hopefully with everything working smoothly. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Leo signing out and class dismissed.